All right. Hey, sorry about that, y'all. Yo, what's good? It's been a minute. Show this right here. This says, "Hey everybody, I'm here about to do another amazing lecture. No cussing in the comments, and please make sure you hit that cash app. It says cash out, but it was supposed to say cash app. All right. So we gonna go ahead and get started. Ah, here it is. I was looking for it. Give me, give me an, give me another, give me another minute, y'all. Hold on. right. Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your man, Brother Devin here, and I'm feeling dev-tastic. Excuse me. Something is always in my doggone eye. Man, damn. Okay. All right. So, the title of tonight's lecture is The Power of, excuse me, the title of tonight's lecture is The Power of Imagination, Visualizing. The power of imagination, visualization, unlocking the magical mind. Dedicated to our our teacher, our our brother, our friend, Brother Panic. Um, Brother Panic was known for a lot of his um, metaphysical, esoteric, and occult science teachings, and he was good at making learning very fun. I definitely loved learning from um, bro- Brother Panic. I learned from him back in 2012, and so um, he was always um, he was always talking about um, using imagination, your imagination, your visualization, and being able to create from the 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 innocence of a child. You know what I mean? So um, with that, we're gonna do an energetic libation for Brother Panic before we start. Um, f- First, I want to I want to put the energy out there. I come in peace and I come in love because I am peace. I am love. I come in peace and I come in love. Therefore, because I am peace and I am love. Peace is all we have. Peace is all we need. And peace is all we can give. Peace, peace, peace. Yes, sir. Peace, peace, peace. Peace is, peace is all we are. Peace is all we have, and peace is all we shall give to ourselves, our loved one, and those watching around the world. We give peace, peace, peace. Ayaku, Ayaku, Ashe, Ashe, Shetane. Ah, all right. Uh, we gonna pour libation for our inner child, Ashe. Um, Um, m- 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 Myself, Ashe, brother Devin, Ashe, come through, come through, come through. Um, Beelzebub, Ashe, um, to to the subscribers coming through this channel right now. Ashe, 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 Ashe. Um, um, Goldbone, the evolutionary Goldbone thug. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Goldbone, I command that you help me with this lecture that I already have written down, and also keep keep me from cussing and saying so-called bad words on behalf of the children that might be watching this particular live stream tonight, brother. Uh, I thank you. I honor myself through you, and may may we continue to give our very best, and and may this lecture be go boom boom bastic. Ha ha. Ashe. All right. Okay. So I hope everybody is having an amazing Sunday today. Um, I know. Real quick, I know you've probably been thinking, what you been up to, brother D, brother Devin? Well, not much really. Just just reading some new books I bought, and playing my new video game, uh, Blazing Strike, which is a retro fighting game. So it's pretty fun. Okay, let's 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 get into it. So tonight we got we gonna be doing a lecture entitled "The Power of Imagination." Vi- the power of imagination and visualization. Okay, and I want I want I want to pour out another energetic libation to the great brother Panic, also known as Doctor Panic. Brother Panic, brother Panic, brother Panic, brother Panic, brother Panic, brother Panic, brother Panic. I love you, brother Panic, as your friend, and, and also still your student in the ethers. Ashe, brother Panic. Whenever you want to, you can come through and enjoy this lecture. All right, my brother. It's all love, brother. Ashe, Ashe. It's all right. It's all right. Come on through, Doctor Panic. Come on through. Okay. All right. So let me make sure I got all my stuff right. Just want to make sure I got I got my I got my notes. For some reason I feel like something was missing here. I for, I forgot to put it in my notes, but I remember it basically. So we gonna start at the very top of this because we got a lot to cover in this lecture. Let me hurry up before the battery on this phone goes out. I'm good. I'm at 66%. So we we should be we should be good for the most part. All right. So in my notes, and as most of y'all, as some of y'all, if not most of y'all, don't know, I use um, ChatGPT to help me with my lectures, but pretty soon I won't be needing to do that because I'll be able to do a lecture off the top of my dome like I used to do, and I'm I'm using my Goalbone uh, awareness uh, as a matter of fact, and and y'all and y'all just y'all just y'all just heard me y'all just heard me pray my magical prayer with my own intent. So yeah, let's get into it. Um, remember, like and share this video, and don't forget to please. Yep, here it is right here. Please don't forget to hit that cash app at $ I am Devin H. Uh, any amount of money you'll do. I don't care if it's $1, $2 to $10, $25, 35 dollars, and I've been doing great with my money, not doing anything irresponsible. Let's let's highly know, not hope. Let's highly know I stay consistent with that. All right. Hold on 1 second. Who in the comments? Hey, 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 sister Tamika. Hey, sister Tamika X. Magical Black Power to you. What's going on? Hey, how you been there, girl? All right, so tonight's gonna be a little different. If you if you plan on staying here a little longer, I'm only gonna be here for maybe an hour and a half. Um, let me see, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Um, she says she says I thought I thought I'd stop by the live and say what's up. Oh, okay, thank you. No problem. Well, if 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 you don't have the time to stay, you can always catch the recording. Okay. Thank you for joining me tonight. I thank you for joining us, respectfully, to the rest of the occult world of Brother Devin crew. Okay. Um. So, all right. So, first thing we're gonna touch on is the melanin power of imagination. So, remember, the title of tonight's lecture is "The Power of Imagination and Visualization: Unlocking the Magical Mind." What what is what is the magical mind? The the magical mind is the mind of one's spirit, uh, also known as the subconscious mind. Uh, the the subconscious mind uh, is also known as your intuitive mind, which allows you to think, see, and feel things from a higher point of view of life, because the 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 physical reality, this ain't always it. Okay, there there's a there's a there's a there's another reality outside of this physical shell, and what and what and once you and, and once you realize that, you have to be you have to be comfortably uncomfortable with the fact that you are among humans and non-humans, um, that are different, that are different and think differently from you. Okay, that's the first thing you need to understand. Give me 1 second. Let me move this. Let me move that out the way. There we go. Okay, and so first thing I was going to touch on. All right, so the the melanin power of imagination. In African cosmology, um, imagination isn't make believe; it's a creative force. Melanin isn't just pigment; it's the biological seat of cosmic intelligence, aka intuition, vibration, and visionary capacity. Our ancestors understood that to imagine is to manifest and visualize, excuse me, and to visualize is to commune with spirit. When adults stop imagining, they stop creating. When elders stop dreaming, they stop transmitting the divine codes. When the people stop visualizing, they stop evolving. So so there you have it. You have a basic understanding of what it means to imagine, what it means to visualize something, and what it means to create, especially when you're doing magical work. Okay. Um. Per, perfect example. Um. Yeah. Perfect example. Like I I I I recently, not too long ago, um, I bought a Barney doll for the price of $8 on Amazon. It's a it's a it's a little small Barney the dinosaur, and I use that for for my emotional support and to make things happen. Okay. Um, and I, I think I think I did a lecture on Barney. I've done so many lectures. I can't remember. I can't remember most of them now. It's a good thing that I do actually watch my own lectures. But I'm gonna have to give Barney uh, another another lecture. Um, I'm not. I'm gonna give him another revised lecture real soon, and I'm glad I'm I'm recording this, so when I rewatch it again, I remember I said it, and I remember to hook it up how I want to, and not just use Chat GPT, GPT, BT. Yeah, y'all get what I'm saying. It doesn't matter, right? Okay, let's get back to the notes. I, um, oh yeah, and so there was something I wanted to say in reference to the examples I gave. You know, you using your imagination, your visualization, and um, you having the ability and the potential to create. Right. Um, it's always important. Um, well, whether you're a child, a teenager, um, a adolescent, uh, a adolescent adult that's in their 20s, and then going into full grown adulthood in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. You know, so you know it's a good thing to keep your imagination alive, and let me tell you why that is. Because you can come to planet Earth, do all the physical mundane things. You're born. You go to school. Uh, you may or may not go go to college, and if you do go to college, if you can't afford a university, I say if you can't afford a university, it's always good to pay pay to go to a community college. You know what I'm saying? But 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 then again, you don't necessarily have to, especially if you was a brother or a sister born and raised in the hood, and you might be the type of individual um, that's the black goat of the family. Hold up, I see another comment. Well, let me finish my thought. Um, you might so you as the child, the teenager, the 20-year-old, and the full grown adult, you might you might feel like you know um I I've I've been on I've been on Earth for 20 amount of years or so, and I don't know, for some reason every everything on this earth just doesn't interest it doesn't interest me anymore. Like, I I I watch television. I watch movies. I'm not talking about me. I'm giving an example. Um, you 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 as a 20-year-old woman or man, you could be like, excuse me, I say, you as a 20-year-old man or woman, you could be like, I you know I've watched television. I've gone to the movies. I've been to church or the mosque or temple. What what whatever religion you subscribe to, but you can't. But you can't help but to hold on. See if there we go. You can't help but to you can't help but to shake you can't help but to shake the fact that um you can't help but to shake the fact that you you feel like there's more to life than um what you've been socially programmed and socially engineered and indoctrinated to subscribe to. And so you you don't know what that thing is until you come across the people in your life to help help you become more spiritual. You don't know necessarily yet how to access that, but you're on your way to learning. You know what I mean? And this is one of the reasons why Brother Devin is here. This is why I teach what I teach, and behind the scenes, I also apply that in which I teach. And so um yeah, I I I I I do this for number one, ultimately myself. Number two, uh, my 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 black community and my black magical community at that. and, um, ultimately, I want to get to a place where you know I'm I'm not just performing my music all around the world. I'm 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 lecturing all around the world. Not just here in America, but globally. You know what I'm saying? And once I do that, you know, once I completed my my mission, um, I know I've done my job. My job is done. So I mainly do this for adults, but tonight I'm doing this for the kids. And will I do this? Will I do more lectures in the near future for children again? Maybe. It's a possibility that it could happen. Okay, now let me get to this comment. from Brother El Rayo. Brother El Rayo says, imagination is the greatest intelligence in existence. Yeah, yes, sir. That's very true. Very very true. I just said in the beginning of this lecture that the the imaginative spirit is the subconscious mind, and and once you know that, and once you can go beyond human thinking, you can master anything. Fear doesn't exist because there there's really nothing to fear but the fear itself. Let me say that again. There's there's really nothing to fear but fear itself. Okay, so one so one, once you once you once you once you study some symbology, which is the study of some, it's the study of symbols. Okay, well, so once you study uh some symbol, once you study some symbology, uh, uh um okay, I was trying to, think of something else. I had it, but I didn't want it to come out wrong. So once you study symbology, um, you you have you have symbol, you have, okay. Let me put it like this: when it comes to fear, right? There's there there's three things you could do to there there's three things you have to understand how the forces that be control you through fear as children. Okay, and how you can be controlled through fear is sim, symbology or symbolism. Excuse me, symbology or symbolism, trauma. Trauma is another one because trauma 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 is the emotional reaction and response to that in which you are feeling afraid of. Oh my, God! I saw a spider and I think it's gonna bite me. I don't want to, touch that spider because that spider's gonna stab me. If you if you don't, the opposite of fear is knowledge. Okay, and so if you don't have the knowledge on how to handle that fear properly, other than to just take your shoe off and smash it, which you can simply do. You know, no right or wrong. But if you if you were born on Earth with with a with a highly intellectual mind, I think there's other solutions on how to handle a spider problem or a roach problem. I had a roach crawl through here earlier. I live in the hood. I'm a hogwash hoodlum. You know, you know what I'm saying? So and so so you know, I know if I was afraid of a spider, which I'm not. I know if I was afraid of a spider, the first thing I would do is research how to handle a a, a creepy crawling spider when it's in front of you. What Google is going to tell you is you grab it, you you grab it by its two hind legs. Then after you grab the spider by its hind legs, you you can either go outside, um, put it out in um put it out in the grass, or open one of the windows in your house and to- and 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 toss that doggone spider right back in the grass. You know what I mean? So so there's always solutions on 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 how to conquer fear. The key is thinking. The your brain and your mind is the biggest muscle. Okay, so going back to the subject of the power of imagination and visualization, unlocking the magical mind. I'm reading my notes. It says our ancestors understood that to imagine is to manifest. I just told I gave y'all a real life example. I told y'all that I bought a Barney doll for $8 on Amazon. You know what I mean? And I told y'all that I use it for emotional support. I also have Baby Baba Boo. I'm not going to forget about you, Baba Boo, and y'all too, Darky and Toto. Hey guys and gal, but 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 yeah, I use Barney uh when I want to tap into the three major three major parts of my chakras, and I'm not talking about the three basic chakras according to the lower body. I'm talking about the three basic chakras according to the 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 middle passage and and the the higher body, which is the mind, right? So, uh, real quick, when it comes to Barney the dinosaur, he has he has three colors. We not gonna use his white teeth because that don't count. Even though Barney teaches the importance of oral care and brushing your teeth, right? I got teeth right now. Uh, but anyway, so Barney has three um, specific colors um, that are an aspect and representation of higher consciousness. The the first color you see is he's purple. Purple representing the actually I want to say both the third eye and the crown chakra. Um, crown chakras don't always have to be pink and white. It can be purple too, or the color indigo, right? Make make sure make sure you write that down if you as a child, teenager, or adult that's watching this has a Barney doll. Okay. Um, and then the next color he has is located on his chest and is green, which symbolizes the heart chakra. What does the heart chakra represent? Oh, let me spell the word chakra for y'all. That's Chakra, chakra, and it's Sanskrit for the word will. WHEEL, will. Okay. Uh, re, re, referring to the 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 wills of energy. Um, the wills of energy. Your seven basic chakra system. The the root chakra is red. Uh, sa- Sacral chakra is orange. Solar plexus is yellow. The heart chakra, which I just mentioned, is green. And then you have the then you have the then you have the the you have the middle solar plexus chakra, also known as the inner soul star chakra, which which is literally you. Um, your own soul is a chakra, and that chakra tells you everything you need to know about yourself, right? And so, oh, and what does the heart chakra represent? So I just got finished doing a a, a love and peace libation to Brother Panic, um before we got started on the lecture. And so I said, I I I can't remember exactly the way I said it. I may have to watch the tape. Brother Panic never cared to watch his tape. He just he just he just put out the lecture and left it behind. I know I have done that too to some of my previous lectures, but no, I actually like watching myself because it helps me to memorize things that I've said in previous YouTube tapings. Okay, and okay, so the heart chakra rep, rep, represents uh um in this case the divine love, co- divine love, compassion, and sympathy. Okay, I'm I won't say empathy, because empathy, by psychophilosophical definition, empathy is the ability to understand emotions. All right, write that down. I'm gonna repeat it again for y'all. Empathy is the ability to understand one's emotions. Well, and once you're able to empathize to the point where you're like, man, that person looks sad. Why don't I go cheer him up today? You know that's showing that's showing logically that you have empathy, right? Okay, so the 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 next part you would want to demonstrate is sympathy. What is sympathy? Sympathy is the ability to feel one's emotions. Sympathy is the ability to feel one's emotions. Oh man, you know Chris. Uh, yesterday I know I said some mean and hurtful things to you. Yet yesterday, um, I'm I'm sorry I called you a big dodo head. Please forgive me, man. I apologize. Okay, can we be friends? Can we make up? Friends. How many of us have them? What I'm saying. So that would be that that would be a logical and rational example of friends. Excuse me. That would be a logical and rational example of sympathy. Okay. All right. Let me see. Did I miss anything? All right. So I'm gonna start at the middle again. It says our ancestors understood that to imagine is to manifest, and to visualize and to visualize something is to commune with spirit. So again, what is spirit, y'all? Uh, Spirit is your subconscious mind, the the mind of the spirit, which allows you to once again imagine, visualize, and to think and see things from a a a higher and op, op, optimistic point of view. To 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 be optimistic is to think more positively. That's how I define it. If I'm wrong, uh, please please Google the definition for me, and put it in the chat if you like. Okay, I don't have a problem with being wrong. I don't live in my um, negative ego, but so much. I'm I'm just keeping it real. All right. Um, Remember, whoever new is coming to the chat, um, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, share this live stream. Okay, share the live stream, please. The 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 more you share my content, the higher my algorithm goes, and I can be able to get more subscribers, and also hit the cash app at $ IMDEVON and the letter H. All right, $IMWH. Any any amount of money, any amount of money will do. I don't pressure people to give me anything, but if you love what you like seeing and hearing so far, send some money to my cash app. All right. Okay. Next part. Here are my notes. It says when adults stop laughing, they stop creating. You know, people have a tendency to take life. We live in a world where every everything is light. life is about um, living to see another day, working for the man or the 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 woman. So so after you apply for a job and you have to get up the next day for work, I'm glad to be working at home. And I have something to say in reference to that, but we'll wait till after the lecture. So like people have, most able bodied people. I'm disabled, right? So most able bodied people they have to wake up, um, go to work. Even some disabled people, disabled people, you know, do they do what's that word? They do even disabled do even disabled people do governmental jobs. You know what I'm saying? And so and so you you know when you apply for a job, you may have a supervisor, a coworker, or a, a boss who's the big head honcho, and they might want you to uh, be serious all the time. It's that social programming. Fix your posture, sit up straight. Don't don't get dirt on the company carpet. It, if you do, you gotta clean it up before you go sit back down, and, and make sure you rinse off your shoes if you got mud on it. You know that sort of thing. So it's like who wants to work for somebody that really doesn't have your best interests at heart for traditionally 6 to 8 hours, 5 or 7 days a week, depending on where you work, right? And so in this instance, this is spiritual work. You want to be able to you want to be able to do a job that uh, allows you to, number one, always be happy no matter what. Now let's be honest. You you you're gonna wake up some days and not feel happy at all. You're gonna wish, oh my gosh, I wish I didn't have to wake up today. That that's because you're choosing with your conscious mind, which is your logical mind. Your ability to think, reason, and rationalize, right? So you're like you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I wish I didn't have to get up today. Well you want to eat, don't you? You know what I'm saying? I know if I could walk today, I would I would wash up twice a week, and and sometimes just just once a week, every other week. If I could walk, you know what I mean. But yeah. So every everything you do is a ritual. you wake up, get up out of bed, um, t- take a take a shower or a bath. Then after you do all that, bro, um, what brush your teeth, wa- um, wipe your mouth off, wash your face again. You know what I'm saying? Uh, make make sure you put all the stuff back. um, hmm, um, then you go downstairs and make you some cereal. And if you don't want to eat cereal, you can make you some bacon and eggs or pancakes and bacon. Shoot, even waffles. Okay. Hey, any anything that floats your boat as a human. But you gotta always know you want to start doing things that make you happy and that keep your imagination and creativity alive. If I was to go out and work in the human world, I would want to take a job, you know, volunteering for uh, a, a art class or and be a volunteer at an after school program. You know what I'm saying? Something to that nature. Okay, that's the type of job I would do, and I like to smile. I like to be happy. You know what I mean? It's no sense and no point of working for a job that drains you for 6 to 8 hours, traditionally speaking, right? So, reading in my notes again, when adults stop imagining, they stop creating. When when elders stop dreaming, let me read that first part again, just so everybody hears it. Children, teenagers, adults, and the elderly. When when you stop imagining, you stop creating, and when you stop dreaming, you 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 stop re, receiving the divine codes. What are divine codes? Divine codes are image are Im- imagery information that you get from the the spirit realm and the celestial realm. The 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 celestial realm is the world of the soul, and the spirit world is the world of the supernatural mind via the astral plane. Okay, if you don't have those two things, you're you're not alive, and you can't dream without those uh two things. Your 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 soul, spirit, and your astral body. Okay, those three things are very important, very key, very key. Um, a a a a book recommendation that I would recommend. I have it. I just can't grab it. Um, it's called Astro Travel. It's called Astro Travel by Robert Frost. Um, there's a joint author, but I forgot the woman's name. But yeah, get the book that you want to get is Astral Travel by uh excuse me, not Robert Frost. I meant to say Bob Frost. That that's what I meant. I meant to say Bob Frost. Okay, and the female author. I forgot her name. Okay, so again, when adults stop imagining, they stop creating. When when elders stop dreaming, they they stop transmitting or receiving divine codes. When people stop visualizing, they stop evolving. If you don't if you don't have a, a vision from your higher self, or let let's just remove the spiritual and celestial reality out of it. You can even create a vision, and if you don't, you know, manifest anything from that vision you create, that that desire that you have, that passion that you have to create whatever it is you're trying to design. It could be something so simple and basic as a car. There's somebody else around the world that's building an automobile 20 times better than you. Okay, so it's important. It's important to imagine, to create, to dream, and visualize. And when you're able to do those three basic things, the fourth basic thing you should always have is the ability to evolve. That means the ability to think from a very positive, high perspective. And when you do that, you live better. My grandma Dean, shout out to my grandma Dean. What's good, grandma? Love you. She would say, when you know better, you do better. I'd be liking to add, not only that, when you know better, you do better, and when you do better, you're able to live better, because you don't have to worry about nobody talking about you, nobody bringing you down. You don't have to worry about people disrespecting you. That's small stuff. I went through that recently on Facebook. Um, brother Devin Crew, I I I I literally had to uh, curse some people out on Facebook because they 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 falsely accused me of stealing some money when I know I didn't do that. I, I could have kept the money after the person. I could have kept, not after, but I could have kept the money when when the uh, when the person accused I could have kept the money when the person disrespected me, but I I didn't. I did the I did the right moral thing by giving them the money back. because not only is that a good thing to do, but it's a good thing that it's a good thing to do because it's the right thing to do. That's showing that you have good character. Okay, and I think Barney had um I think Barney has a a movie on 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 kids showing good character. I think it's called character. I think it's called Kids for Character or Character for Kids. Kids for Character, yeah, Kids for Character, and we've lost that. You know what I mean? We we've we've lost our sense of having good character. We've gotten so much hooked on technology and AI. We don't even think about using our minds anymore. You can't even use you you can't even use you can't even use your subconscious mind if you don't use your mind well enough to show love, to show the importance of sharing and caring and having compassion for another human being. That's what Barney was all about. Barney was about not only teaching you to 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 love yourself, but but love others alike from you. Because we're we're all living we're we're all living in the same world, and we're we're a part of one big race. Even though there's a society and a community out there that doesn't really think so right now, we're 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 all a part of one big race, and that's the human race. Yeah. So we got we got we got to get back to uh, we got to get back to that place of innocence. I wish I had a a I wish I had a clip of Brother Panic um talking about going back to innocence. Um, Having innocence is also not just being positive and thinking positive, but being playful. We got it. I mean, it's good to be on an iPhone and iPad and play digital game. That's cool. But whatever happened to going outside, jumping rope? You know what I'm saying? Or and you don't have to stay inside to play a board game. You can play a board game outside. That's fun. You know, get get back to the true you, which is the divine child in you. And and what and once you start living more abundantly as that, you'll be you'll you'll be living a better life for yourself. You understand? Okay. Let me hurry up. So when we as grown men and women reconnect with that childlike imagination, we are we are reactivating the original God code of melanin consciousness, aka awareness. That's what consciousness means, kids. All right. The divine creativity that built pyramids, coded drum languages, and song spirituals into portals of liberation, aka spiritual independence and true freedom, which is the 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 freedom to live more abundantly in your soul and spirit. And in the Bible, excuse me, in the Christian Bible, let me be specifically clear. In the Christian Bible, it says you cannot enter the kingdom of heaven uh, un, unless you come into the gates as humble as a child. I think it is. You know what I mean? So in in order for you to have love, in order for you to have care and the ability to share and have compassion, you have to have that sense of innocence like a child, as a adult woman and adult man and young teenager or adolescent. The next part of this is the psychological power of childlike innocence. The innocence of a child doesn't mean naivety. To to be naive is to think carelessly. All right. And to think unreasonably and irrationally. You you don't want to live like that. That doesn't show positive character at all. It shows the opposite of that. That's negative character. In the innocence of a child doesn't mean naivety. It means purity of awareness. Children see with fresh eyes. They create without the need for approval. They, let me reread that again. They create without the need for approval, status, or logic. As adults, society, as adults, society conditions us to suppress that. They they teach you to suppress your childlike morality and innocence. You know, they think that the adult life is about growing up. Sure, it's about growing up and being mature, but all maturity is is showing nothing but uh it's all uh I'm getting stuck. I can feel panic right now. He's like, it's all right, take your time. Uh, being a divine adult is showing divine maturity. Okay, and any anybody can do that. Ch- Children know how to act more grown than you. Even babies. Well, babies just may know how to talk grown. They don't necessarily know how to act grown unless they they watch what you do as the adult. Okay, children watch everything that we do as adults. Even the elderly, grandma, grandpa, uncle, auntie, elderly cousin. Don't don't just watch your behavior. Pay attention to it. Be be conscious of it. What does it mean to be conscious? To be conscious means to be aware. In in a social state, in a social sense, you want to be self aware of how you speak to one another. You know what I mean? Okay. So let me re, re let me read the second paragraph of my note. In the psychological power of childlike innocence. Okay, the innocence of a child doesn't mean naivety. It means having purity of awareness. Children see with fresh eyes. They create without the need for approval, status, or logic. As adults, society conditions us to suppress that. They want you to become more realistic. So, you know, people in the people in the corporate office, they 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 tell you that the heavens, the celestial realms, the magical realms, they don't that doesn't exist here on Earth. This planet is about survival, and you as the child need to stay in a child's place. As the adult need to work a a a, a 9 to 5 and get with the real world. But what but what the what the servant what the servants I don't want to use the other word because I don't want to uh, ruffle too many feathers on this live stream. But what the servants and the the supervisors and the bosses fail to understand is that none of you would be able to have the jobs that you have if if it wasn't for having a child like mine for you to be for you to even be in that building that you're in. Simple. You know what I mean? And somebody had to have fun and and play a little bit in between lunch break while they work on getting your business built. that you didn't help build, but you helped to co-create some of the environmental structures and plans of that business, right? Correct? Okay. So let's not act like let's not act like the magical mind isn't still alive, ninja. Okay. All right. They want you to be more realistic, responsible, or mature, often at the cost of our spirit. But as people who have survived systemic oppression, racism, and generational trauma, our imagination is not a luxury; it's a healing weapon. We we visualize our freedom, our power, and our joy. We begin to heal our nervous system and rewrite our collective narratives. You know, you having a rough day at work. While you're at work, find something to pick up that energy. And I don't mean just food. I don't care if you have to take your lunch break just to go exercise for for a few minutes. And if you're working in a building where it's hot all day, go get you some air. Run run for a few minutes. Don't just stand there and 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 drip away the sweat thinking it's gonna cool you off. No, you gotta get it moving. You gotta keep on moving. Keep on moving, don't stop. No, keep on moving. You know what I mean? So shout out to Soul. For black adults, returning to that innocence is a form of psychological decolonization. It's reclaiming the part of us that the system tried to destroy. The inner child that could still dream beyond the plantation projects or the the poverty the poverty. So it's telling you that our 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 modern African ancestors, when they talking to the adults now, when they were out in those cotton gin fields, you know what I mean? Some of our aunties, uncles, and cousins had to play a little bit and tell jokes a little bit, just just to make light of the situation. And it and if you ask me, I I think it I think it could have been and should have been more convenient instead of the slave master uh, bossing bossing around our African ancestors all day, every day, and sometimes at night out in those fields. They could have helped pick that cotton too, not 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 just. not just the blacks in that field, but them too. You got a whole row of cotton growing out there. You mean to tell me y'all couldn't help them pick that cotton? Oh no, I don't want to get poked. I don't want to bleed. I don't want to get blisters all over my hands. Wear gloves. Wear gloves. You could have made our ancestors wear gloves. And you and you could have warned them. Be 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 careful when picking that cotton. It's it's prickly down there. But yeah, that's how that's how they in that's how they enslave you. And and nowadays supervisors and supervisors and yeah, supervisors and bosses make sure they stay on your neck. So you keep working for them. Be being drained. Keep being consciously subconscious uh, yeah, keep being consciously and subconsciously programmed. Okay? When when it but when it comes to having that childlike magical mind, having that slave mind and no imagination is not always good. All right. Spiritual and ancestral importance. In African spirituality, the child and the elder are mirrors of the divine. Children come directly from the ancestral realm. Still fresh with memory of the spirit world, elders stand close to returning to that realm. When both meet in consciousness via spiritual and divine awareness, we we bridge heaven and earth. I say, excuse me. So when adults and elders use imagination and creativity, they are not regressing, they are channeling the ancestors. They are reconnecting to the infinite source of creation that never dies. So so when you're out in this human world, um, and let me not just use the workplace as an example, but going to school, and even school life can get rough. I know because excuse me, I'm not a product of that. I was a product of that. I'm no longer in school, in public school to be specific. But yeah, te- teachers in public school would drain you too. Why are you leaning like that? Sit up straight. Don't 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 cheat on that. Don't cheat on your paper, or else you'll you'll get written up to detention and you'll be suspended. You know that's what they say in public school. You know what I mean? Well, any school for that matter, but I'm using public school as an example because I went to public school, and for those of you that have went to public school, whether you're able-bodied or disabled, I know y'all can relate to that, right? So you even when you're in school, school is supposed to be a place where you can imagine and create. It doesn't, even if you're in college, do the same thing. As long as you have a mind to think, and you have basic instinct, you're you're able to imagine and visualize and create. If you don't have those things, you're you're not you're not you don't have a reason for living, and you're not happy with yourself when you don't do that. Okay, continuing on. I gotta hurry up. In the Yoruba concept of Omo Omolubi, or in the Kemetic principle of Omo oh Omoluabi, sorry. In the let me read that again. In the Yoruba concept of Omo Omoluabi, or in the Kemetic principle of Heru, the innocent heart and the wise mind are one. That's true mastery. The goal isn't to grow up, but to grow back into divine wholeness. Remember that. When you become a spiritual adult or a spiritual elder, the key is not to grow up, but the it's to grow up and wise up in divine wholeness, to have wisdom without losing wonder. If you're not wondering, if you're not wondering about, you're not aware of your imagination, and something is very wrong. Number four, cultural creativity and resistance. Black black art, hip hop, jazz, and Afrofuturism are all proof that our imagination saved us. We imagined new worlds when this one denied us humanity. We sang, painted, rapped, and danced our pain into the portals of power. When we as adults create, we're keeping alive that legacy, saying, we still dream, we still see, we still believe. Our imagination is a rebellion against despair. Our, our creativity is the continuation of survival. Our child, our childlike wonder is our spiritual technology against systematic oppression. Number five, this next one's for the teenagers, adults, and elders alike. All right, you ready? Teenagers need imagination to find identity beyond stereotypes. Ugh, I don't like you. You're gay. Ugh, I don't like you. You're bi. I don't like you. You're trans. Okay, you might not like me because I'm gay, bi, trans, even straight even. But you know what? I bet you I can use my imagination to be a magical straight chef. I bet you I can use my imagination to be the best doggone gay professional boxer, wrestler, baseball player, tennis player the the world has ever seen. Okay, as a team, and, I can make the best knockouts. Knockout. 1, 2, 3, 10. KO. Adults need to keep purpose alive beyond responsibility. It, if you got a low down job, but you feel like you want to do something that uplifts your spirit, what you have to understand as the adult is that money comes in multiple forms of income, and if you don't realize that, you just need more learning. I mean, I could cuss y'all out today, but I promised myself I wouldn't do that. I even took that energy from my di- divine awareness today, just so I could talk to the children and the teenagers, not just us, y'all adults, me included, but to you specifically. All right, shoot. Elders needed to pass down wisdom through storytelling, memory, and art. Man, I'm so glad that I got to spend. Yeah, I'm so glad I got to spend my adulthood. I'm sorry. I'm so glad I got to spend some of my teenage years and my childhood years with my grandparents and my great grandmother for that matter. Um, because without them, I don't think I would be this conscious and subconscious as I am today. You know what I mean? Um, when each group holds on to imagination, we 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 maintain a cycle of generational genius. The cycle of creation that the cycle of creation that no system can break. Final word. Here's the final word. From a melanin metaphysical lens, to be childlike is to be godlike. To imagine is to create worlds. To visualize is to resurrect the power of the ancestors, the ancestral power. To let me read that again. To visualize is to resurrect ancestral power. So yes, as black adults and elders, we must return to that innocent, radiant spark of imagination. because that's not just play, that's spiritual warfare. Ancestral remembrance and divine manifestation all in one breath. Now, hold up. Put this down a second. Okay. All right, I'm at 23%. I got a little bit of time left. All right. Why don't I go ahead, use this time to take a brief intermission, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all sit tight. Got to use the restroom. Be right back. Make sure y'all email me, Brother Devin Occult Lectures at gmail.com. BROTHADEVON OCCULTLECTURES at gmail.com. All right. And I'll be sure to respond as quickly as I possibly can. All right. And also, you can hit me up for your your psychic readings and consultations. All right. The original prices for my consultations are $100, $200 to $300. But hold up, I also have discount prices. If you can't pay for the initial prices that I just mentioned, for then for 1 hour you just pay me $60. For 2 hours is $75, and for 3 hours is $85. Okay, and the reason why, hold up, put the camera on real quick. The reason why that is because with the consultations, I also include free of charge spiritual development advice and spiritual guidance counseling. So if you want all of that all in one, you pay me $60 for 1 hour, 75 for 2 hours, and 85 if you want 3 hours. All right. I'll be right back. Gonna go use the lavatory. Sit tight. Play some music for y'all. Do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do do ba do ba do do. All right, and we're back. Okay. Actually, give me one moment. All right, I'm back, y'all. Had to make sure I sat up for this one. Okay. Let's see. We 20%. Okay. I don't got long today. I gotta hurry up. All right. So now, what is imagination? Imagine it. Write this down. Excuse me. Excuse me. I Shatane in Ashe. Ka'u. Excuse me again. Ka'u. All right. Imagination is the engine of your inner universe. It's the ability to create. It's Imagination is the engine of your inner universe. It's the ability to create pictures, stories, worlds, and experiences that exist in your mind. For a child, imagination is natural. Playing pretend, drawing, watching cartoons, that's imagination for a child. For a teen, imagination becomes how you see your future and dream about who you'll become. For an adult, imagination is often attacked by society. Hint, hint. I just gave reference to that. But it's still key to creation, healing, and true freedom. All right. Now, you might ask, why is it important? And I just made reference to this earlier. With with without imagination, you're programmed by society. You you always got to do what you're told by them. you got to do what you're told by the people of society, and this is why the forces that be quoted. I do not want a generation of thinkers. I want to create a generation of workers. Well, excuse me, sir. If you desire the ability for the rest of America to work, we have to think on how you want stuff done in your offices, corporate massa. You know what I mean? Like that's what the forces that be didn't care to even think about or realize. If if you're hiring me to work for you and you program me all these instructions, at some point I have to think of I have to really I had to really focus and concentrate long enough to think about how I can maneuver and operate through this job that you hired me for. Right? It's ridiculous. Okay. Why is it important? Without imagination, you're trapped in the program of society. Listen to this. With imagination, you tap into your divine power as a creator. Every invention, every spiritual vision, every magical practice begins in imagination. Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in this book, your mind. You know what I'm saying? You are the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? You can be anything. That part. My sister, my brother, okay? My 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 childish boys and girls. Excuse me, childlike. We don't want to be childish over here. We want to be childlike. All right. Next part. What is visualization? Visualization is imagination with focus and direction. If you can't if you can't focus, you're not going to be able to follow instructions or follow directions. Because in public school, they always tell you follow directions, follow directions. Please listen, sir, ma'am, miss, mister. You're not listening. Please listen and pay attention. Follow directions. Stay in a straight single file line. Everybody up against the wall. That sort of thing. Imagination is the wild, raw power. Visualization is when you aim that power toward a goal, intention, or a ritual. Example: you imagine flying in a cartoon. I am Captain Planet, and with my powers combined, earth, wind, fire, and water, I can create a a better earth. you know, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a good example, right? The power is yours. But no, on a serious tip, always remember that. Even as an adult, you still have the ability to imagine, visualize, and create. It's if you're at a 9 to 5 job where other people stress you out, they make you want to cuss them out. Quit your job. Okay, it might take you a few weeks to 6 months to find a new one, but quit your job. Please don't break down your body to where you end up going through super stress and and menopause. Okay, no 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 one no one no one wants to experience doggone hot flashes at a computer table. Okay. No one wants that. So if you're gonna have an outside job, do what benefits your soul and spirit. You, even as an adult, even as a teenager and adult, you still have your inner memories as a child. You know what I'm saying? You can still do recreational work for some of y'all in America. You can still do recreational work if you want to volunteer as a as a as an assistant in an after school program helping kids play basketball. Do that. You know what I mean? If you like to paint, draw, help them with that. Do arts and crafts. That just came to my mind. And I loved making things. I still do. You know what I'm saying? That that's the whole part of being childlike. Ch- Childish is is you depending on your your parents and loved ones, and the need for them, having them tell you what to do all the doggone time. Stop operating from that. Is if you're spiritual, that's not good. That's slavery. Stop that stuff. Okay? Cut it out. Knock it off. You're you're a goddess in training. You're a god in training. You are you are a master magician and or a magician in training. Stop thinking like a human all the doggone time. Like like life is not about uh uh um life is life is not about uh Kool-Aid, cornbread, and life is not about Kool-Aid, cornbread, corn dogs, and gumbo greens. Okay, it, it, it's what I'm saying is it's not just about survival. It's about having fun. Well, as you're being able to survive in this world as a teenager. Yes, you can still have fun, and I don't just mean smoking a cigarette or or drinking a 10 to 20 ounce and 40-ounce bottle of beer. Who wants all them enzymes in their kidneys and all that acidic stuff? Come on now. Really? Really, Michael Finnegan begin again? Really, Strawberry Shortcake Sister? Baby Born? You know what I mean? Like, stop taking life so serious all the doggone time. It's not that deep. Oh, Rafe 636. What's going on, my brother? How you feeling? Brother Devin, peace, Titan. Peace, my brother. Hell, Melanin Satanic Kingdom. 6 You know what I'm saying? Hide from stage. Okay. Gotta hurry up. But yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta add that SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. I know it's been a while. Definitely has been a while. I've been busy reading. I've been busy reading. That's number one. Reading and playing video games. While I still talk to honeys online. Hey, I'm single for now. So I have an excuse. But yeah, it really has been a minute. But I'm back for now until the next lecture. Yeah, yes, sir. Living it up, brother. Exactly. Yeah, yes, sir. Okay. Finishing up here. Okay. Example. It says you imagine yourself flying in a cartoon. Visualization is when you actually see yourself floating during meditation or astral travel. Excuse me. Shaitane. Ashe. Shaitane. Excuse me. Why is it important? This is because visualization trains your mind, emotions, and spirit. Excuse me. Visualization trains your mind, emotions, and spirit to see it before you be it. You got to live it up in your spirit. I'm not gonna say the explicit part. Y'all remember the y'all remember the movie Beatty Call? I'm not going to say I'm not going to say what the actual name of that movie is, but y'all get it. The movie with Jamie Foxx, Vivica A. Fox. I forget what the other girl's name is, and Tommy Davidson. Yeah. So instead of saying the sexual terminology for it, I'll keep it appropriate for the kid for the children and teenagers watching. You got to live it up in your spirit. You know what I mean? If you try and be a god, a king, sure, you could play dress up. Shoot, you could do that every day if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Wait, brother Rafe, what you say? He said, don't say it. I'll post it in. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That movie right there. You got to live it up in your spirit. So you got to live it up in the spirit. You know what I mean? Okay. What is meditation? Meditation is not just sitting still like a statue. It's the practice of slowing down the noise and activating your inner worlds. Closing the eyes, exhaling, deep breathing, exhaling. You have now just envisioned being in a magical land. Yeah, you know, that sort of thing. That's meditation. Okay. And, yeah, like I just read in my notes. You don't always have to sit still to meditate. You can zone out. Zoning out is going outside of human normalcy and 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 visualizing yourself consciously and subconsciously going into another world. But brother Rafe said, "Talk that sass, brother. Talk that sass." Yeah, but just for today, I gotta talk appropriate sass for the children, uh, the teenagers, that might be lower than 18. That can be, 16 and 13, possibly watching this. But 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 only for today. Am I keeping it only for tonight? Am I keeping it clean? Okay, just for tonight. Uh, that's it. All these other lectures, I'm strictly cussing. But tonight I'm keeping it strictly clean, so you guys can have something to watch, listen to, write down. Okay, my children and teens, and the elderly, for the elderly folks that don't like all that mother rucker stuff. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. All right, I'm at 10%. I gotta hurry up. I don't got time to play too much. All right. Right. Got to be classy with the. Yeah. Only for tonight. Just for tonight. The next lecture, I'm letting it. I'm letting it all hang. I'm letting it all hang out. Brick house. Okay, that's as far as I could go with the inappropriate. Okay. Okay. All right. What is meditation? Meditation is not just sitting still like a statue. It is a practice of slowing down the noise and activating your inner worlds. For kids who can't sit still, use imaginative play meditation. Close your eyes and pretend you're in the magic school bus. Yeah. Woo! Something in the neighborhood. Step into the stairway. Step into the stars. You know the song. But yeah. Um, put your kids onto shows like Magic School Bus. Okay, help them to learn about the their own bodies. You know what I mean? You got parents feeding they kids um Chick-fil-A, Burger King all the time, and I'll be nice. Fast food breakfast is barely healthy. Okay, like stop playing. Oh, I got my first cash app. I got my first cash app from just for lecturing. Heaven yeah, heaven yeah. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. How much did Brother Devin receive today? Oh, 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 my heavenly stars! They, they, thank you, thank you for the $56. Full name. Thank you. Full name. I'm about to reply back to you. Give you a thumbs up. Yeah, yes sir, yes sir. Okay. Thank you for the $56. I appreciate you. Okay, but yeah, stuff like Magic School Bus, Barney, and let me say this: if you're a teenager, please don't do what I did when I was in middle school, because when you're a teenager, you're programmed to think Barney is whack. He's played out. He's for babies and little kids. No, Barney loved everyone. Okay, even if you're a grown up. Okay. Oh, but yeah, back to the fast food thing. Yes, breakfast fast food is trash. That's not healthy. Healthy healthy breakfast food is cereal, and you don't always have to have traditional cereal for breakfast. You can have granola, fruit, but bananas and plantains for breakfast with with milk, and the milk doesn't have to be that pasteurized stuff. Oh my goodness! Don't get me started. You know what I'm saying? I say, excuse me. But yeah, man. Um 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 fruit bowls can be used for breakfast. Smoothies. I I've drank a lot of smoothies for breakfast. Get your energy up. Oh, Keith West sent me $20 on the Cash App. In the words of Little Wayne. Thank you, Mr. West. You know what I'm saying? Thank, thank you for the Cash App, brother West. I I appreciate you. Wait, Keith West. Oh, that's you, brother Wade. That's you, brother Wraith. Keith West is you. That's you, brother. All snap. I'm getting some love today. I'm getting some love today. Hey, would you look at that? And I'm gonna give you some love back. Hell to Brother Ray, and you said yes, sir. Shout out in the words of Little Wayne. Thank you, Mr. West. And I will never 1, 2, 3 forget about you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The panic, the brother panic in me is like, you stupid, stupid funny. But yeah, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'll be asking for, man. You know what I mean? That's all I'll be asking for. Just support your brother. It's not hard, and eventually, I want to support you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Eventually, I'll get there to helping others financially. Right now, I'm just going to use the money for myself and my own personal needs. Gotta show love and support my brother Titan. No doubt. Yeah, yes, sir. No doubt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. All right. Okay. So, we said Magic School Bus, Barney, Reading Rainbow, Arthur. There was a Muppet Show, and no, I'm not just talking about Sesame Street. You could watch Sesame Street for imagination. No big deal. I was still watching Sesame Street as a 13, 14, 15, and 16-year old, even 18. Okay, I never lost my inner child. I was always daydreaming. Okay, I never let society program me to where I couldn't use my soul and spirit to imagine. Get that stuff out of here. Yeah, yes, use it for yourself, brother, and keep doing your thing. We all we got in this world. Yes, exactly. I'm about to cry tears of happiness right now. It's not even funny. But thank you, brother Ray. Wait, wicked clown. Woo 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 woo. I gotta say that, brother. Thank you, man. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? For sure, for sure. Absolute message. Yes. Okay. For the teen. All right. So we help the kids. Woo woo. We all right. So we help the kids out. Right now we go into the teens. For the teens, try music, meditation, listen to a song, and visualize yourself inside its story. For adults, use focused breath, visualization, and meditation. Even if your body is restless, you can imagine yourself walking in a peaceful forest or floating above the earth. Why is it important? Meditation clears out stress, resets your mind, and connects you to your higher selves, your subconscious, super subconscious, and your ultra conscious mind. Okay? Always remember that. You have and write this down. You have an unconscious mind, a conscious mind, a subconscious mind, a super subconscious mind, and and wait a minute, and a ultra super subconscious mind. It'll work for you. Go for broke. If you play Street Fighter Alpha 3, the voice announcer. That's where I get that from. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Go for broke. You know what I mean? You when you type into spiritual science and Brother Ray said, teach, brother. Exactly. when you type into spiritual science and you start studying it, because this stuff is really about you. I teach it all the time. How is it so hard? It's not. It's your ego. It's your lower and negative ego telling you it's hard when it's really not. You you playing yourself, son. You playing yourself, Dunny. When you believe that, stop believing that. Okay. Oh shoot, I'm at 4%. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Right, tomorrow we're gonna come back with part 2 of the power of imagination, visualization, unlocking the magical mind. Part 2. I want to thank everybody for um for watching. So subscribe to the channel, and you can keep sending them cash apps even after I'm logged off and gone. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm 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 gonna go live in the daytime. I just gotta get this second phone that I'm using charged up, because I'm at 4%, and I only got time to say my goodbyes. So I want to give a shout out to Brother Rave, 636. Who else stopped by tonight? Sister Tamika, I know she did. She gonna be watching the rewind. Brother Rafe, you said great session tonight, brother. Keep doing your thing. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Hey Eric, this is part 1. You better show up for part 2 tomorrow. Hope you're having a great night so far, brother. Who else came real quick? Who else came? I'm trying to remember everybody. Okay, we mentioned Sister Tamika already. Brother El Rayo. Arriba la raza. Speedy Gonzalez. Arriba. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. And shout out to one of our greatest occult lecturers of all time, the honorable, the ever magnificent Brother Panic. And he, I can see him now. He's bowing, and he's doing this. He's got his muscles up. He's like this, and he's doing this, and he's doing the Hulk Hogan thing. Panrific. Everybody put Panrific in the chat real quick. Before I get out of here. We doing this specific lecture for Brother Panic. Panrific. That's PANERRIFIC. Panerific. Talk that sound, brother. Oh yeah. I read that one already. Panerific. Okay, so tomorrow's part 2 Well, actually, today is tomorrow, so I'll be back later today for part two. I still got to keep it clean, so tomorrow you got to keep it clean in the comments. All right, I'm at 2% on this phone, but I got a lot of battery on this phone. See that white, the other one's at 2%. I gotta charge that one. But I will see y'all later today. Y'all get prepared for part two, and 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 go back to watching shows from your childhood, and after you watch shows from your childhood, make sure you learn all the life lessons, insight, and wisdom from it, and and take the lessons with you out there in your childhood, and if somebody got a problem with it, you use your inner child to 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 cuss themselves out, if you know what I mean. All right, man. This your man. This your man, brother Devin. Letting y'all know I love y'all, and no matter what, always always be magical. All right, because nobody can do the divine things you do but you. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. I'm out. I'll see y'all in a little while. Peace. Six side, nine side. Yeah, baby. All right, bye. Peace. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the cash up too. Peace. Love y'all.